Hey everyone, today we've got to talk about something big that just happened in Nepal. Over the past couple of days, huge protests have broken out, mostly led by young people, and things have gotten really intense. The prime minister actually resigned, the streets were on fire, literally, and the whole country's now in political chaos. But here's the interesting part. This story didn't just blow up in Nepal, it blew up all over Chinese social media. And the reactions there? Wild. Some people supported it, some people were angry, some were joking about it, and a lot of comments were really sharp. So, let's break it down step by step. What happened in Nepal? So first, let me tell you the story in plain words. The government in Nepal suddenly blocked 26 social media platforms, things like Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, basically cutting off a whole generation's way of speaking out. And of course, that triggered a massive backlash. Young people went straight to the streets, ignoring the bans, and clashed with police. From the footage we've seen, there were fires, government buildings attacked. Even the main TV station in Kathmandu was set on fire. According to reports, at least 19 people have died and over 100 were injured. That's not a small protest, that's an uprising. The government, under pressure, eventually lifted the ban. But the anger didn't go away. Prime Minister Ali resigned, saying he hoped politics could solve the crisis. Meanwhile, the president started looking for a replacement and called protest leaders in for talks. And here's the detail that really made the internet light up. Just a few days before all this, Ali was in Beijing for the September 3rd military parade, sitting with Xi Jinping, smiling, shaking hands. Then boom, back in Kathmandu, his house was torched, protests spread, and he resigned. Chinese netizens turned that into a running joke. Shake hands with Xi, and you're doomed. Like some kind of political curse. So, yeah, on the surface it looks like it was about banning apps. But if you look deeper, people were already mad about corruption, inequality, and young people having no future at home. It was a fire waiting for a spark. Why did Chinese social media explode over this? Now the real question is, why did this hit so hard on Chinese platforms? First, the banned social media uprising storyline feels way too familiar. A lot of Chinese users couldn't help but compare it with their own experiences. Second, the stuff about officials' kids flaunting wealth online, while ordinary youth struggle to find jobs, that's a pain point that people in China instantly relate to. Third, the whole handshake curse meme. Chinese netizens love connecting dots and turning politics into jokes. They listed off Assad, Bangladesh, now Nepal's Ali. Whoever she shakes hands with, something bad happens. And honestly, it spread like wildfire. And finally, there's the what-if factor. People like to imagine, what if something similar happened at home? How would the system respond? Would the army side with the people or not? That kind of daydreaming always makes discussions blow up online. What people are saying online. Let me give you a flavor of the different voices. Supporters. Nepali youth are so brave. They stood up for freedom. This is what happens when you block the internet. It just fuels the fire. Today it's Nepal. Tomorrow it could be any dictatorship. Skeptics and critics. You can't justify burning houses just because you can't get on Facebook. Protests are one thing, but what comes after? Don't let it turn into a military regime. Not every country can copy this kind of revolution. Be careful romanticizing it. The jokers and the sarcastic ones. Handshake curse. One by one they all fall after she meets them. Let's take the 93 parade photo and start crossing out faces. Nepal's already the first X. Nepal tried to copy China's firewall, but failed. They didn't realize you need the whole digital cage system to pull it off. So yeah, it wasn't just serious debate. There was humor, frustration, and a lot of dark sarcasm too. My take. So here's how I see it. Blocking social media might have been the spark, but the fuel was already there. Corruption, inequality, young people feeling stuck, officials' kids showing off luxury lifestyles. When you pile that up, and then try to silence people, it's like throwing a match in a dry grass. And for Chinese netizens, Nepal isn't just Nepal, it's a mirror. People project their own frustrations, fears, or even jokes onto it. That's why it caused such a strong reaction. Also, let's be clear, lifting the ban doesn't erase anger, and a prime minister stepping down doesn't magically fix corruption. The deeper problems, transparency, jobs, fairness, those are the real challenges waiting. This wave of protests has been called the Gen Z movement in Nepal. From an internet ban to a political shakeup in just days, it shows how fast things can turn when young people feel they've got nothing left to lose. And in the bigger picture, it's not just about one small country. It's about how connected we all are. Whether you live in Nepal, China, or anywhere else, the questions are the same. How much freedom do people really have? How much patience do they have for corruption? And what happens when a younger generation decides enough is enough? So what do you think? Was this uprising inevitable? Do you believe the handshake curse? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk about it.